Alright, so in this video, we're going to be doing problem number 29, attending to precision. You have $700 to buy new carpet for your bedroom. Write and solve an inequality that represents the cost per square foot that you can pay for the new carpet. Specify the units of measure in each step. Now, the last step is actually going to be really useful. You might think that's like a task, but it's actually going to be a useful thing that you would want to do to solve this problem. That would be something that you want to do intuitively. So specifying the units will actually really help you to solve the problem and understand how everything's going to work out. Now, first thing I want to point out is that you're buying carpet, and you're going to buy carpet for this room that is rectangular or square. It's like a square shaped. It is a square. So it's a square shaped room. I don't know if rooms are exactly square shaped, but this one is exactly square shaped. It's 14 feet by 14 feet. Now, what you're going to be doing is you're actually going to be measuring. You're actually going to be buying carpet for every square inch or square foot rather of this room. You're not going to be cutting a hole where the bed is or something. So you're going to be carpeting the whole room, and then the bed's going to be placed on top of this carpet. So that's what you want to do. This is the carpet. So this is the carpet. I should probably do that in a different color. I'll do that in white. This is the carpet right here. So carpet. Okay, so how do you solve this? So 14 times 14 gives you the area, so that should be useful, right? 14 feet times 14 feet. Now, this gives you the area. Now, you want to find the cost per square foot. So this is going to give you square feet, and then how much money is it? So how much does it cost per square feet? So it's going to cost, say, $T. Let me make this proper. Say it costs $T, dollars per square feet, something like this, or feet squared. You can write it like this, yeah, I mean, this is an okay way to write it. So this is gonna be less than or equal to 700, since you have $700. This is $700. So 14 feet times 14 feet multiplied by T dollars per feet squared is going to be, so this is the total cost for the carpeting, and it has to be less than $700, or it can be equal to $700 since you have only $700 as a budget. So as a budget for this project. So why does this make sense? Well, this is how much carpet you have in feet squared, and 1 foot squared of carpet costs something, and multiply that by the number of feet squared is going to give you the total cost. So this should make sense, and T is what you want to find. And so you want to solve the inequality here. So let's solve. So 14 times 14, what's that going to be? It's 14 times 14. We actually will need a calculator for this one because we're going to be dividing. So let me get this here. And 14 squared is 196. 196 feet squared, because feet times feet is feet squared, times times T. I don't know why I use T for cost. I should just use C. I should use C for the cost. C dollars per feet squared is less than or equal to $700. Now, we can see clearly that the feet squared are going to cancel, giving us just 196 times C dollars is less than or equal to $700. Now, this is weird. This is actually a weird way to write it. Dollars per feet squared. You could actually have wrote it like $C per feet squared, something like this. This would have been fine as well, but we wrote it now, so it's fine. So this is what we have, and then we can divide by 196 on both sides of this equation, and 196 is going to be divided, and we will still have dollars. So C, let me put the dollars here now. C dollars is less than or equal to 700 divided by 96. 700 over 196 is this number, I don't know what this is. So it says represents the cost per square foot that you can pay for the new carpet. I'm just going to say C has to be less than or equal to 3.57. So $3.57. Okay, this is essentially what you have here. So C dollars, or C has to be less than or equal to $3.57. You can get rid of that. Okay, and this is your answer. Now, actually, I have to get rid of also this because we're technically dividing dollars both sides, if you want to think about it like that. And so C is a number, it has to be less than or equal to 3.57, and then this actually represents the cost per square feet for carpet. Now, keep in mind that this is a good way to approximate it, because if you had approximated this to be like 3.58, right, that wouldn't work because the cost, that would be too much. 3.58 multiplied by 196 would actually be greater than 700. We can try that. 3.58 times 196 would actually be 701. We wouldn't have this much, even though it's just $1.68. We don't have this much money. We have only $700, so that's our cut. We can't go beyond that. But if we round it down, 3.57 is still less than 3.57 something. This is actually going to be lesser than 700, and this fits our budget perfectly fine as an approximation, of course. And so this is, of course, what you want. The cost has to be less than roughly $3.5. We would be fine for this carpeting. And so whichever company provides for this provides carpeting for this cost, we would go and buy. I hope you found this video helpful.